early birds and night owls. My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome back to Planet Coaster Fright Nights at Nightfall. So you may notice that we have a few different buildings over here, and that's because I actually got to work a little bit. I didn't get to do much, but I'm working currently on downtown just on my own time because it is going to be a very, very long project. And over here we have a building that's basically wide open. We need to add something to it. So let's see what we have in terms of drinks, because I would like for us to have a drinks place, especially since we already have a Tiki Chiki somewhere over here. So, let's go for Gulpee Slush could be good. Sure, let's go for some Gulpee Slush. I don't like this grid size though, so we're going to change that up. And I will check the research in just a moment. So let's see. Could probably put this right there. And that should not be showing through the back at all. No, it seems like it's good. I know I haven't actually completed these buildings, because you can see here, you still see the details right along the way here. So I will do that later on. I just wanted to get, the basics down. Just because. Alright, so how are we going to hide this thing? I mean, we could just go ahead and grab ourselves maybe an arch. I don't think the arch is going to work because we do have special decorative pieces. So let's see. Let's make sure that this is the right color. It's going to be this color right here. And drop this guy. Ooh. Sure, I think that's fair enough. Alright, and now we just have to cover these sides here because we're not using that anywhere. And I think this is not going to work for us because, yeah, that wall's going to stick out basically or cover that. So we might have to just use these pieces, which should be fine. Let's see. Is that fine? We're good. All right, nice. So now we have to let people know what this is. So let's go for maybe some, And the signage should be under here, right? And signage, let's make sure it's not just spooky stuff. And we should find our shop signage. This is a Gulpee Slush. Or was it Gulpee Slush? Yes, Gulpee Slush. All right, perfect. So we have a projecting sign here, which we could probably use just... Ooh, actually, that's a little bit big. Maybe not here, because that's a little bit too big. Why are all these signs so big? What the heck? Yeah, that's also pretty big. This one, however, we're going to have to use, like, somewhere in here if we... Are there any smaller signs? Jeez. What is up with these people? They have, like, the biggest signs in the world. Alright, so apparently I can't use any of these signs because they are absolutely ridiculously massive. I mean, we could always just do something like... I hate position snap. I mean, I like it sometimes, but for this, it's just annoying. We could obviously do something like this, but that seems very, very annoying. I kind of like this one, though, just like that, but... Does this make sense? It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, we could just go ahead and try to use something like this, even though it's very fugly and only one-sided. Well, I mean, that's probably what we're going to have to do, though, just to let people know. This is where you can find your Gulpee. So let's try to position snap this one just to see where it goes. It will go right smack dab there in the middle, which might be fine. For now, though, I think I'm going to just ignore the signage, because clearly that's just very, very unsightly. Do we have any signage here that might work? Let's see. Signs. We're going to need signs and advertising. There we go. Do we? I mean, we have like all these Cosmic Cow ones, so it makes me think maybe we should go for Cosmic Cow. Aha! Gulpee Slush sign. A standing sign. Maybe. We do have the swing sign, so that one's going to work out best for us, especially since, we don't have any other signage for this. So let's put this swing sign right along the path right there. And hey, look at that. Suddenly we have signage for this place. I kind of want to use this, but I don't want to, No, maybe we can't use this. It's just, maybe like all the way at the top we could, but for now, geez, what? All the crazy stuff that keeps happening here. Position snapping is not working for us. All right, let me just re-grab that guy, and where is it? There we go. All right, if we do something like this, we might be able to get it somewhere up here, but for now, I think I'm going to leave it alone. It's just going to have this one little piece of sign there, and it should be good enough. All right, so I do want to add ourselves some benches and some bins, and obviously some lighting in here, because we're not going to be able to see in the dark. That's right. So let's put one bench there, a bench over here, and let's see where our bins can fit. Can it fit here? Not so much. There somehow, but that's like in the building, so I don't like that. Let's just put a bin right over here and maybe a bin right... Oh, where's that going? Where is this thing going? I see you, bin. You want to go a little bit over here. Sure. All right, so it looks like we just have to move this one over then just to align it with the other one. There we go. All right. So we have our drinks place over here. It doesn't really have much signage, but it works, okay? And now we have to add a little bit of lighting because, of course, we are missing lighting. So what do we have in terms of lighting? We have all of these things. I mean, these creepy ones obviously could work, but I don't think I want to go there. So I decided I didn't want to go there, game. All right, there we go. We do have these little lanterns things. Also don't really want to go there. These are way too creepy and way too piratey, so I'm going to say big nope. on that. We do have like these little cottage lamps. Nah. These, nope. Alright, so it looks like we are very limited in our choices. We have the candle lamps, which look cool, but they don't fit here. And then these little bulbous ones, which I actually really like. Like, these fit so many things. So, I mean, let's just go for that. Why not? Alright, so let's see. We can drop one there. We can drop one over there. Nice. And maybe some over here. Is there... Aha. Alright, so let's see what this looks like during the night. I'd say that's pretty lit up, but it looks like... Ooh, we have some trash right there. But we still need some lighting outside because clearly this is very, very dark. So, where is our outdoor lighting? I believe it should be somewhere over here, huh? Mm-hmm. And this is the... Aha, this one. Okay, so I realize now that we need to push this back a little bit just so we can get some lighting along the road. But I'm going to just go ahead and put some lighting like maybe right over here. That side needs to move because I do want to place this light right over here. And we could probably place one right over here just so we can see what's going on. There we go. And now I'm going to just assume that these lights are just not part of this building because it didn't actually extend our grid over here. So that's interesting. But hey, we can see over here and that's all that matters. So people can actually see their money and whatnot. However, we don't have cameras. So let's go ahead and attach ourselves a camera. Let's see, add to building. Yes, I do want to add it to building. And let's get, oh, what? Okay, there's our camera. All right, so camera. How can we do this so that it doesn't look too sketchy? Because clearly that looks super sketchy. This position snap is making things a little bit tricky. Obviously, we could stick it somewhere in there. I mean, that might work, but do you really want to be seen? Ah, fine. We'll just stick it right up in there and move it if it actually looks that unsightly, because it does currently look pretty unsightly and don't really like it. Alright, so let's go back to 10 in the morning, and these lights are basically useless. I do want to move that. Aha, look at this, a floating light. Always good. Alright, I do want to actually move this. Can I not move it? It's part of the building? Oh, it's part of the building. Alright, so instead we're going to just do this maybe right in the middle of the path, huh? Sure, because that generally works. It really doesn't, though. Alright, let's move this back down, and that should no longer be floating. Perfect! Alright, so there we go. We have lights and everything else that we need here, and, well, this building still needs to go. Like, it's going to be worked on later on, but for now, it is what it is. Right, so research. I know I've been, like, holding that off for a little while. Let's see. What do we have for research? We have... Star Wheel. That's really not what we need. Swings on a wave. Yeah, I need to keep researching all these family rides because we're looking for maybe, what kind of rides do we have? We do have teacups. I did see a really nice teacup spooky skin on the workshop, so that's definitely a consideration there. But for now, I think I'm just going to let the research ride, and hopefully we'll get something that we can actually use. And I mean, we're still making plenty of money, so I am not at all worried about that. I figure that while we run our research, it's probably fair that we continue with our building, especially since I need to size up just how many spaces I need over here before I can actually put a path. The reason being that I do want paths from here to lead to different sections, like maybe the creepy circus section from here, or maybe the haunted graveyard, even though, maybe the haunted graveyard would fit over there. Let's take a look at what's going on over in that area to see where it is that we should probably place our graveyard. Yeah, no, you know what? This looks way too creepy foresty to actually house a graveyard. So I suppose that, oh, I actually have to sink this a little bit, don't I? I realize that this is above ground, and that is not okay. All right, so I'm going to have to grab this whole thing, and oh my gosh, that's okay. So we're going to have to make sure that we grab everything except for these trees in the back here, because these do not belong. I have to make sure that, I just deselected everything. Well, I might have to actually replace the whole thing just because I messed things up a little bit, or not. Oh, it's like every time I click on that one of these trees, it's not working. Well, whatever. I'll just delete those trees later on. All right, so let's see. Oh, that did not actually include the ride. Are you kidding me right now? Why did I not? Huh? How does that not include the ride? Game, what are you doing? Ride. Tracked ride. So I should be able to move it all together. There we go. I was like, that's a little bit weird. All right, so let's try to move this all in unison and make sure that we have this all together. Let's see. Is our exit connecting? It's not connecting. That's okay. We can solve that later on. All right, so let's dig that down just a little bit. And suddenly it's looking a little bit creepier. I kind of like that. However, I'm not so sure if the exit is going to be aligning, but let's see. Is it? No, it's not. So I actually have to move it over a little bit more. Oh, boy. Well, I I mean, I could always just dig these. I don't know why I didn't see that sooner. I really, really don't know why I didn't see this sooner. Well, I mean, I could always just go ahead and delete that stuff. Oh boy, that only deletes the building. Gotta love it. All right, well, instead of wasting money, let's just go ahead and try this again. Oh boy. All right, let's just grab everything, including the trees that don't even need to be here, and that includes the ride, right? That looks like it does. All right, so aligning this with our exit is the key to actually getting this right. So something like that, and let's dig it down. Down. It's a little bit, that much? No, I think that was perfect. Sure, just like that. Let's take a look at those guys, and they're finally in the ground. Okay, so problem solved. Although some of our trees are going to be a little bit sunk into the ground, but that's okay. And this is now looking a little bit too wonky for my liking. So, path deleted, and, oh, path deleted as well. There we go. So we should now be able to connect just nicely, just like that. And this one, well, it doesn't look half bad, does it? I mean, you can just go up and then back down, so I'm going to leave it as is just for the sake of not wasting money. Oh boy, alright, so problem solved there, but yeah, this, has its own little graveyard over there, but it's not exactly what I want for a graveyard. I definitely want something completely different with an entertainment spot for, let's just keep this running, for, what's his face? King Ghoster. So the King Ghoster has a nice spot to entertain guests and be like, hey, what's going on? This is where I was buried, because that's not creepy at all. So something like that. So I definitely want to size up the downtown area first so I can actually put gaps somewhere in here. So to do that, I'm going to assume that for now I'm going to want most buildings to be at a 2 grid or a 3 grid. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, I guess that works. That works for now. All right, so how soon do you want this to go, though? I'm going to grab some wall just so we can measure this up. And, of course, we don't want all the buildings to be 2 grid because that's kind of boring. So we're going to do, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think 30 is probably fair, especially given how long this thing is. So sure, let's do 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so this is where the last little bit is going to go here. So let's just do something like that. Oh, I didn't even need that one, did I? All right, so something like that. And we're going to put a path right through here, maybe on both sides, or maybe not, just because it's going to look a little, it has to look a little bit different, right? So we're going to do a path just going from here to over here. Let's see, just a tiny, tiny path. We can leave a little bit of room next to that just because. Let's see. I wish I could see the grid. Can I see the grid? Aha! All right, get grid from the path. What? Sure, maybe? Okay, there we go. Nice. Well, that works for me. I actually like how that did that. All right, so I do want to leave maybe a little bit more room than that, maybe over here. And now we can just, can we get rid of the grid? There we go. So I can actually connect these two together. And let's do it something like, sure. All right, so the rest of this road is not going to be just straight out because, oh my gosh, that is so boring. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it a little bit winding, and this graveyard is going to be maybe close to the edge or right in like the midst of our haunted woods type situation here, just because I think that would be pretty cool. And this path is actually leading out in a way that I did not want. It's actually turning slightly. So let's just go ahead and do something like this instead. There we go. And nice. All right, so now I'm going to do with the path. I'm going to just whoop. 1, 2, 3. Start shriveling it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. Then swivel it back this way. 1. Ooh, that's a little bit too rough there. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that not looking right? That's looking a little bit too purposeful, I think. So let me just redo that from there. Maybe we could go for a little bit of length and see if that works. Oh, this is going to work out super well. All right, so that works for me. Let's do something like that. This is perfect, actually, you guys. Oh, boy. All right, so, I mean, that's perfect right like that. There we go. A path all the way up to here. Maybe one little curvy path a bit up here. And we could curve a little bit more over here. And make it so that we enter right through here. Not exactly, aligned with this, but I like the way it goes. So there we go. This is where basically our haunted graveyard will be, somewhere around here. We could obviously have the path going through it, because I think that's going to work out pretty well. So let's go ahead and grab our path again and make sure that we make a nice straight path right through here. Now I know that this is closest to straight, just like that. So I think I'm going to just curve it a little bit. And do that, and one more, just like that. There we go. All right, so we have our path for the graveyard. It's probably going to be a little bigger. I really don't want to extend the park, beyond just these lines here. I know we can extend it all the way to over here, but there's a big reason why I don't want to do that, because we're limited to 2,000 guests before my computer starts lagging big time. And so, yeah, we're going to just try to make a very small park. So, haunted graveyard. What are we going to do for that? Well, we do have our fencing. Where the heck is the fencing, though? That is not it. That is definitely not it. It's under walls. Well, I guess I could just filter by spooky pack, not the theme content pack. There we go, spooky. And we can see where it is. It doesn't seem like it's in here, or is it? Oh, but it is. All right, so where is the... Ooh, we have jail bars, you guys. Now I'm getting a whole bunch of other ideas. Anyway, let's just focus on this one idea. So we have our graveyard gate, and oh, we have an animatronic gate. That's going to be 120% perfect. However, as you can see here, the path is seemingly much bigger than I anticipated. So I'm going to have to make this, I mean, we can always just do like this. No, actually, that's still too big. Well, that's okay. I think this still works, right? It should work. All right, and then we have our regular gates here, but this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that teeny tiny short gate. So where the heck is that? Doors and windows. No, it's not there. Decorations. Nope, it's not there. Where? Okay, I swear I used it before. I know it exists. Okay, I know 100% sure that it exists. Is it part of the scenery? It might just be part of the scenery. Let's see. Filter, content pack, spooky. And it is part of the scenery. All right, fine. I see how you're playing me, game. You're playing me hard right now. So, which one do we want to use? Ooh, we can use crows in the cemetery. That's going to be so good. Sorry, I'm just looking through all of this just to make sure that we have everything that we need here. What is this? Spooky picture frame? Sure. We could always use some spiders in here, but I think these spiders might be a little bit too big for my purposes. So, let's see. We have this iron fencing right here. It looks like it might work. We have this one here. Ooh, that's just a longer version, right? And we have this creepy looking one right here, which I think I like it a little bit better. But of course, this one here is going to work maybe further into the cemetery. So, where do we put our gates? Of course, I want to leave room. Maybe like we could put the gates somewhere up here. So, let's go ahead to the building parts and grab this animatronic gate, because apparently that's what we're going to work with. And is there... I can't set it to a specific grid, apparently, which is okay, because it seems like this one is already on a bit of a grid, isn't it? Actually, it's not. It's a freeform one, isn't it? Oh, boy. So let me just try to make something here. Like that there. Sure. And now we can actually work with this. So now we can actually see where our... well, where our thing is, where our grid is. So I want to push this further back here and put it maybe right on the edge of this grid piece here. Of course, I have to still align it, though. So let's see. Something like that? Sure, let's just say that works. Let's just say that that's about right. All right, so now I can delete this piece here and just start to work on this. It's not a piece of a building, though, of course. That's okay. So what does this look like when it opens and closes? Works for me, but of course we still have to make our, well, the rest of our gates. So let's see. We're going to go for, yeesh, that's not ideal. All right, what's the other piece over here? Scenery. The music is gone. Oh, music. All right. Ooh, we could go for something like this. I'm definitely feeling that. All right, we just have to hide this little sticky bit out just because I don't really like the way, I don't like the way it's looking. Hey, there's the music. I don't know, you guys. I don't know how I feel about this little piece here. We could go for... ooh, definitely not. All right, well, never mind. I guess we're going to try this one again, because this one might just be... let's see, what is it called? The gate. Wait, that is part of the gate. Oh, this is its own gate. Like this piece right here. Making things like this is always a challenge. That's okay. I'm ready for this challenge. And why are these jail doors super big? I was thinking we could eventually make a jail, but maybe not with that. All right, moving on, though. Let's see. We are going to go ahead and try to hide this piece again. Maybe between there and pretend like it's nothing, right? Let's just make sure it's actually aligned here. Something like... scoot that over a little bit. And there we go. All right, how about that? Works for me, and works for me. Ooh, it's sticking out there a little bit, but nobody's going to see that. So let's just hope that nobody actually sees that. As for this one over here, we want maybe the same-ish type situation, which was something like that. Only on this side. Oh, I didn't even put it in the center. My bad. Alright, so something like these, apparently. Sure, works for me. So now we just enclose our graveyard, but how big is it going to be exactly? Well, first thing that we're going to do, we're going to need special effects. And we have fire, colorable fire. We have rain clouds. Rain? Oh, I don't think so. All I want is, I could go for some colorable mist, but color doesn't really make sense here. So instead, we're going to go for our, let's see, props. Is special effects here? Special effects, please. There we go. And you know what we can do? We can put a display sequencer somewhere around here and actually make the special effects cater to our whims. So that would be kind of cool. Right, so what do I want here? Ambiance, maybe? Is there, like, some kind of foggy mist? Ooh, yes. Alright, so which misty type do I want to use? I guess let's test them all out. So this is going to be large. This one's going to be medium. And I guess we could tell by the size, huh? So let's see. Let's just play it slowly just to see. So I think I really like that arch gate thing. I really do. I think the largest one is going to work out the best just because it's going to spread it out more over the path. So that way I won't have to put any over the path. So I think this is going to be okay with the large. All right, so let's just go ahead and use our large ones here. And I'm going to create something of a grid with this. So I'm going to do something just like this so we can actually have mist all over the place. And then I'll just dig it underground just because it's going to work out best for us. So something, I guess I can probably just overlap these, huh? Just like that. And this, yeah. This works. All right, so let me go ahead and make a big piece of this, and then I can duplicate it for the opposite side as well, just because, well, it's easy to do. Our mist is underground, and it's overtaking everything here. I might just throw a few here and there and everywhere, not to make it look so square, or rectangular, I should say, because, well, you can see it's actually pretty rectangular right now. I might have to add some more to the sides depending on how big we end up with, well, our graveyard here. But for now, I think this looks pretty spooky in and of itself. So, moving on, let's go ahead and maybe I want to add some fencing around the path here because, of course, we don't want people just stepping all over everything. That's not going to be cool at all. So, let's see. Our fencing, I believe, is under scenery, right? Oh, boy. Can't remember exactly where things are, but I swear I'll find. Oh, this is custom. My bad. There we go. And props, was it? Where the heck? What the? What? Okay, I'm a little bit lost. I apologize. I seem to not be able to find these things. Let's just make sure it's under Content Pack Spooky. There we go. Now we can find them. Ooh, the crypt fence. I definitely like. I will eventually build some nice other buildings within our graveyard because, of course, the graveyard is not just a graveyard. Oh, no. It's going to have all kinds of creepy stuff. Screepy? What might Screepy be? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm definitely considering making this path, though, much bigger just so I can align this stuff with the path here. Or, you know, we could always just leave it looking kind of creepy there, huh? That might not be half bad. I kind of wish I would have set the creepy mist to the display signature, but it's a little bit too late for that because now I can't actually find them. They're a little bit undiggable. I tried and it just failed miserably. So let's see. We're going to do something just like that there, and we can probably put some benches along the path here just so that people can sit and relax and have a nice time overall. And is that aligned? That looks like it's pretty much aligned. So, I mean, this is working out pretty well compared to what I thought it would look like. So that's okay with me. Let's see something like that. All right. So, I mean, that's aligning itself quite nicely. Let's see if we can actually get some benches here without looking a little bit too weird. And it actually works. It 110% works. We can put the benches here without it clipping on anything else. So, I mean, that's cool. That's definitely cool. We do want some bins over here right by the entrance just because, as we know, people are always very, very messy, and that's not cool. All right, there we go. And, ooh, that one's not actually aligned right there, and we can put that there. All right, so what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to add some spoopy trees, meaning dead trees. And, oh, that's a little bit too big. I wanted maybe a smaller one. That one, maybe. This one's the smallest one, the one that we have. I guess that works, but I don't really like it as much. I guess I kind of like this one a little bit better. Sure. We can maybe make it look like that thing was stuck inside of it. Is this? Okay, I have to scoot this one over, huh? That's okay. That's not an issue. That's not much of an issue, I'd say. There we go. So now we can put some messages right underneath this tree, and it'll look kind of spooky, right? So something like that, something like that. Maybe what we can do with the tree is actually hide a security camera somehow in here. So let's see. Can we? Oh, geez. Why is this thing so big? Like, I was thinking we could probably hide a security camera in here, but clearly these things are absolutely massive. Maybe I could do something like like this. What are we going to see, though, if we're inside a tree? Maybe not much. All right, so forget that idea. That didn't work out so well. We will need to add spaces, though, just so we can fit our lighting. So let's see. If we go to props and we go to our lighting right over here. Yeah, the tree is definitely in the way, although we can add some street lights right along the way here, and that's not going to be that bad. How dark are we going to be, though, if we only add it here and maybe on the opposite side of the benches? So I'm going to have to take a look at that in just a moment. Let me just drop it there. All right, so this one isn't exactly colliding with the tree, so I kind of like that. Let's just drop this maybe like right there. And this one's going to be right over here. There we go. All right, so nighttime. What do you look like, buddy? That's actually pretty creepy. I really like that distance of these lights. Sure. All right. So that works for me. And let's go ahead and just start putting in maybe some graves just so we can test it out. So we're going to go back to our scenery, go to content packs and spooky. And here they are. Our burial mounds. Castle rubble. We do have the open graves just to add a little bit of spook factor. I did say I wanted a crow, didn't I? Okay, well, maybe we can work with a crow. A crow that's yelling at people from atop of the gate. Yes, I see nothing, no other perfect explanation here. So let's try to put it something like, is it floating now? I don't want it floating because, you know, it can't really be defined the laws of gravity, and it's going to get stuck up there. If it only has just one leg. Could probably do that, but it's going to look a little bit too weird. How about maybe on top of the lamp? That might work a little bit better. Crow, get over here. Get your butt over here. Let's see if you can actually stand on top of this lamp. Because if you can, that's going to work pretty well. Kind of. Kind of. You're kind of still floating. Maybe we could find a different one just to see if it'll... Man, their feet are always that separated? What the heck? Oh, this one might work a little bit better, but it seems a little bit too, well, not cool. Not cool at all. Alright, so I'm going to have to find a different spot for the crows, maybe even on the wastebasket, just because I think that'll look cool. But anyway, moving on. No crows for now. We'll add those little guys later on. So we have a bunch of spooky gravestones. Let's see what we have here. We have a vulture one. Okay, this one is a creepy skull one. We have the cross, and we just have maybe some basic ones just like that. Yeah. That's not that bad, though. We do have quite a nice selection. And spooky gravestone skull. I mean, that's this guy, right? We can stack them on top of each other and make it look really, really weird if we want. We have the creepy vulture if we wanted to add it on anything else. Or, you know what? We can always add this on the mausoleum if you really, really wanted to. I think it's fine like this for now. But we're not going to keep these as is. So, we're going to put our gravestones, obviously, with our burial mounds. Just because it looks so cool. And now, I don't even have to make my own gravestones. Because I do still have those, I believe. Let's see. Not there. Wait, isn't it there? Shouldn't it be there? That's weird. I could have sworn it was there. All right, maybe it's under buildings. Where is my gravestone? My blueprints, then. I'll be able to find it there. Here we go. Here's one of my gravestones. It's, I mean, it still looks kind of creepy, but it's just not ideal compared to these here that we have. I do have another one here with a different style of window because I did use windows to actually make those. Anyway. So we have our burial mounds here, and we want to actually duplicate these so we can have, what is it, 6 of them? We want more than that, though. And let's get ourselves our open graves, because those are going to be pretty important as well, since they look so, so good. Look at that. You could tell, like, maybe there was a vampire that came out of there. Maybe not even a vampire. Maybe it was a zombie. So we want a few of these scattered throughout just because, you know, we want it to look like there's something spooky happening here that people are not quite aware of. So, how are we going to lay these out? Of course, we're going to lay these out in a respectable way, I guess. A respectful way. And, I don't know how far away I wanted to keep them from this, but I do want to... Ooh, we can put images on. Hold on. We can make these look really good. Obviously, this has that one there. If we put the curtain... Wait, you can't see curtains, huh? Is that on the other side? Interesting. We are apparently... Can't see anything. Okay, well, I guess I'll just keep it on the regular gravestone one. Never mind. I got a little bit... Oh! That's because the billboard isn't exactly on. Gotcha. So let's see. We put curtains. There we go. We have curtains suddenly on our gravestone, which is a little bit weird, but sure, it is what it is. All right, so let's just turn that back off, though, because we don't want to actually have that going for us. It's going to look like a bit much. These are just going to be basically blank stones for now until maybe, I don't know, I decide to decorate them. Alright, so respectful. We can always have them facing this way, but I don't think that's proper. So let's grab this first instead, and we'll get to aligning these. Let's see, let's move. And I really wish I could turn this goddamn thing off because now I can't see anything. That's okay though. I'm going to align it with this over here, and let's grab maybe this one here. Just because I kind of like it. So we're going to put this one right at the head over here. And this one's just a gravestone. Like, you can't even put anything on it. So I kind of like that. That this one's, you know, it is what it is. So just deal with it. So let's just drop that guy right up there. And ta-da! We have, oh, actually, I can still select these. What? I tried this before, I swear, and it didn't work. Okay, suddenly it's working. Nice! Well, we can still select these and decide when we want them to actually trigger, so I'll do that later on, but now I'm going to actually have to grab a bunch of different scenery to actually do that. And also, actually, I could probably make this trigger, huh? Yeah, we can. Oh yeah, getting so many ideas right now. Anyway, moving on. I'm sorry I'm getting, like, super excited about things. It's just... it's Halloween! How can I not be excited about this stuff? Alright, so let's align this one, maybe just give this one like some more respectable space. There we go, something like that. And let's grab this little guy over here and drop this like somewhere along the way over here. Maybe, you know, actual graveyards aren't this close, but I want people to actually be able to walk through this. So we will actually bring a path out through here and in between. So we definitely need to make this bigger, but we'll do that later. Alright, let's go ahead and maybe add one of our creepy open graves. And these are actually a lot bigger. That's okay. We can probably just bring it down here and it can look like, you know, somebody actually dug... I mean, I guess that's the point. Somebody actually dug out. I'm so stupid sometimes, I know. Alright, let's put this one over here just because, you know, now you can tell what it is. There is a skeleton walking about and it's wanting to eat your brains again. Wait, that's a zombie thing, isn't it? Well, I guess it's just a zombie then. Never mind. Alright, so let's go ahead and add this guy right somewhere up over here. Let's scoot it up a little bit and grab maybe this weird square one right for here. Nice. Alright, so this is the start of our graveyard. I suppose we don't actually need these right now. We can move them away and deal with those later. Actually, let's just move it over here so I won't have to deal with them right now. This is going to be our extra props just stored all the way in the back here where people can still see them, but whatever, you know, it's okay. Alright, so there we go. The start of our graveyard. It's going to look fantabulous, especially since I do actually intend on spreading these out a little bit more so we can get trees within here, some lighting, and other things like that that's going to make it look super fantabulous. So, what I need to do, I actually need to get a display sequencer. Not spooky. There we go, a display sequencer. And we're going to have to hide this somewhere. Maybe behind a tree, honestly. It's not really that hidden, but... it is what it is. Can we change this color? Because I want to make it like extra super dark just so... well, that didn't help. Maybe we can make it brown. Maybe. Maybe that's going to work. I mean, you can't really see it much with this color now. So that kind of works. Sure, I'm going to put the display sequencer for now right over here so we can actually see it when we're working with it. And there we go. Alright, so that's the start of our graveyard, and I kind of like it. It's kind of creepy, but I do want to scatter things around a little bit more so it doesn't look so, as I said, rectangular. Now, of course, we're going to have stuff going down along the path, and it's going to be just maybe part of, like I said, the Haunted Woods, like spilling out over here, somewhere over here, so we do want the Haunted Woods extended somewhere over here, but I do want to actually make little plots of Haunted Woods just to make sure that it works super well for us. So I'll do that later on though. So for this area over here, I did not actually add any bins and benches. I do want to change that up just because, of course, as I said before, people are actually very, very messy. So let's do something like that, and we'll add ourselves some benches along the way. Oh, or just one. Sure. I guess that's fine just because we're going to need to add ourselves a security camera over here. Although, I could always add the building one, because of course we do have a building here. But how exactly are we to do this? Because of course, you know, these, this is massive, basically. That's what I'm trying to say here. This little guy is absolutely massive. I guess it can just be like that and it'll work just fine, right? So sure, let's just do it like that and we'll pretend like we can't actually... Wait, can we change the color? We can change the color. Oh my gosh. This works. This works super well. There we go. So now it's black. Perfect. All right. Well, I mean, that's one way to put the security cameras up. And I mean, we can even see what's going on here with the gates, how they did it here. So it's definitely kind of sort of like how I did it, except they actually overlapped the arch with the fencing over here, which I'm not too fond of, but you know what? Different people decorate in different ways, and that's just not my way of doing it. Alright, so we got a little bit done. I mean, we worked on our graveyard. We actually finished up these buildings. Well, I guess I did this mostly on my time. We did add our Gulpee Slush here, which is apparently very, very busy right now, and people apparently cannot be patient enough to get their drinks, as usual. Oh, guests, what am I going to do with you? I guess what I'm going to do with you is I'm actually going to steal your money and maybe try not to murder you this time around, because otherwise you'll be buried in our park in our brand new graveyard, which we're still expanding, and which will continue in the next episode, because that is it for this episode of Planet Coaster Fright Nights at Nightfall. If you enjoyed, hit that like button to show your support, and do subscribe if you already haven't. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.